has really opened up to creativity for these two squads, and it will be grim, so we're not going to see that double clash. Wouldn't be unexpected either. It's a bandit. Okay, you don't
open area defense. You usually know where the defenders are going to be. They're going to play quite static. They know where the Azami is. They knew where Doki was. Doki, the very first kill, and Shaiko's looking for something. He gets full almost a second playing over by Stock Trading. Off they'll go, and the ace of NJR taking down Shaiko is just so nasty. Kino gets DarkZero on the board. DarkZero didn't struggle on information, Jesse. You pointed it out. They struggled on the kill department.
Yeah.
You can know where they are. You can use a death mark. You can use a Dokkaebi call. And guess what? If you don't land your shots, it's game over. Just like round number 1. Benjamaster and Shaiko will get the final 2 kills. That's a 3K for the new. Doki is oh so close. He's so patient. Tracking the Ying through the wall. It's an ugly fight. NJR is there to save J90's bacon, and DarkZero will get the leadoff pick in round 2.
They had no...
It bounces off of Stompin as he backs away. 3 separate players lined up. Good coordination. That Echo drone knocking the shield away. Stompin capitalizing off of that.
Got lots of tools. Candelas from J90, crossbow bolts from Faults. They've got everything they need, but they have to be coordinated.
And look at this, G2 still so aggressive. NJR takes down Shaiko. Newer's on the board. Ali Mao trades that one right back. The advantage at this moment for DarkZero with 30 seconds left. NJR dropped. Fultz shooting away at the legs of Benjamaster, former teammates. Now it's all up to Ali Mao to clutch out. He's still got the yokai drones in place, but nowhere near close enough to deal with that defuse kit. DZ like their objectives. They had a very high plant rate in the NAL kickoff. Fultz, not usually the one to do it. It's been Kino, but he's dead, so Fultz will get the job done. A nice swing by Fultz. Ali Mao reads that one perfectly. Now it's Newers and Carl in a 1v1. Tucked away in the corner. Ali Mao's found 2 so far this round. Impact out to get the attention of Newers, but Newers will give him absolutely nothing. Now he's hugging that B-bomb chassis as the bullets whiz on by. Newers' position known. Ali Mao fighting for his life. Time going off, and you just can't get past Newers.
Hard breach. DarkZero have many angles open, and the smokes are coming through, so this could signal and execute 60 seconds to go.
Yeah, very quick to the punch. Newers dropped. There was some damage done to Shaiko earlier on. He will get the last laugh in that engagement. And G2 will find their second opening pick so far through 3 rounds. The Blackbeard now in the midst of the site. Kino showing off his prowess on these shield rolls. Down goes J90. He's having a miserable start here at 0-3 for the highest rated player on this team. That's just simply not good enough. G2 will lose Ali Mao as Fultz gets the kill. Has to peel off the defuse kit now. Gets mobbed by these defenders in sight. Benja will take down Fultz. Now it's Kino and NJR to pick up the pieces. The yokai drone still in play. Stompin' sitting on that gadget. Where is Shaiko? There he is. Back to the bomb site he goes. And Stompin will get the final kill. G2 answers back, and they will wrestle the lead away.
Who was trying to enter in through lobby side, while most of the distractions were coming in through the main.
This top floor control now has gone so swiftly. Oh my.
Nice.
Terrible start for Jack so far. 0-4 is well below what he's capable of. And for a guy who is usually one of the 2 main entries on this team, that's going to hurt for DarkZero.
Yeah, that's a really big pick. You mentioned it last year and a half. Those 2 players, teammates, now enemies in the server. But NJR gets one back. Stompin actually dies very early, top of those server stairs. That's an uncharacteristic death coming out from Zach. And then Fultz, another one. Answers back.
Diplomatically. And there are times where G2 seems to overplay their hand and over-peak. They have tons of talent to bail themselves out, and Doki might have just started that as he picks up his second kill so far in this map.
I don't know if they knew Doki was back there. It's a bit of an over-eager drop from Kino. He's not supported with his teammates, and because they didn't have that information, it gets very scary. You've got to deal with Doki now, but with these Wamai magnets, even the Capital bolts won't save you.
Now go the Magnets, still holding this position. Jesse, look at how much time he's wasting, though. There's under 30 seconds left. You've yet to flush him out. You cannot get the defuse kit down if you do not have server control. Doki will eat you for lunch. There's Shaiko with one, Doki another, and DZ are bottoming out, leaving NJR on the hatch all by his lonesome. I admire the attempt. It's not going to go anywhere.
No, this one's done.
You're doing this at this point just for the unbelievably silly. We are in Silly Town. Come on.
3.
1. A second, baby.
If this was 2 years ago, he jumps out.
Carl, you can't do that.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you thought Stompin' would be bottom frag on G2.
Hey, you wanted it.
Breaks his goose egg, Jesse. Kills Benjamaster, former teammates, and we're back to a 4v4 with a minute to go. Alimau finds another stomp, and now also on the board. Fultz and Newer's last two alive. Diffuse Kit has been dropped. Will need to be retrieved by DarkZero, but I don't even think there's enough time. Fultz is now buried at the hands of Shiko, and Doki also in. You have Newer's on IQ down in blue. He's not even using his gadget. I mean, hey, congratulations. You killed Stompin. That's a pretty good entry.
Sure.
But the value that G2 is getting from this gadgetry is huge.
Lobby side early. They've still got some pressure over there, but the window pressure exists as well. NJR over on this side, and it's Kino to fall next. Nice little swing from Shiko outside of stock. He's been loving this position today. Yeah,
Shiko's been roaming with complete impunity, and oh my goodness, if he'd won that long-range engagement on a J9O, that would have been something else. But still outside of the building for the most part. DZ will swing in at least the next 15 seconds. They've got Diffuse Kit in the hands of Fultz. There's no denying this Monty ban, by the way, is really throwing this team off its step, and Kino is hurting because of it. There's more damage being done now over by Shiko as he's policing that square stair doorway. Down goes Fultz, but not before Benja had died as well. A 3v3 with a little under 30 seconds to go. Looks like they might coalesce, come together, work this bomb site. Doki now taking some damage. DarkZero are desperate for this round, not keen to end up with a 5-1 deficit. Alimau dies, Doki trades it back, and it's now up to Shiko to clutch out. I mean, this is a very favorable position. Running out of time! Oh my god, a jump scare from Newer. Shiko dies. DZ will at least get one more.
Calmly explaining the strats, calmly explaining what they want to do. I would wonder if they've scrimmed each other on bank. It kind of feels like they have.
Stop the entry through the main doorway and that small wall that's been opened up. Now, the flames from Tachanka do damage, not as much as you think. There goes Kino to Doki, looking for the backstab. Fultz shuts him down. Still long range. Benjamaster now dies. There goes Stompin', and this is a lockout right now on defense for DarkZero. The most dominant round from the North Americans we've seen, and they have closed the gap between them. He lost his active drone. He'll walk in. There's no way. There's no way. How does he do it? There was too much sound, I imagine, for DarkZero not to hear those beepers. The smoke will go out. Alimau still alive, trying to flush the smoke out of position. Carl takes down a second Doki with yet another, and it's all up to Fultz. The start to the second half for DarkZero looked so good, Jesse, and it has fallen to pieces here in this 8th round. G2 quite eager to regain their 2-round lead. It's all up to Fultz to clutch this one out. Fultz, to his credit, much better on defense than he is on attack, but nobody on DZ good.
The entire round.
This is so good. And it puts Stompin' in a really rough position, but amidst the smoke, Alimau is getting Diffuse Kit down. He has to get off his position. No, there he goes to the gas. Kino hops off the Valk Cam just in the nick of time, and it's his gadget that does all the work. DarkZero finds the first 2 picks. They haven't lost much on the side of DZ. And now in the lobby, Fultz guns Doki down, cuts him off of a wire. Shiko worried for his own safety as he's only feet away. Stompin' still existing in this square portion of the map. Unable to get that exothermic charge off more than once. Still got 2 in pocket. He and Shiko now side by side. Newer's down. That's the first person on DarkZero in the ground. 30 seconds to go, and they will come to blows. There goes Stompin'. Fultz, a huge round, and Kino as well. All of the kills.
Him off and downs and gets the kill. That early damage from the spawn peak is
at the bottom right now.
Yep.
J9O, if memory serves me correctly, despite SSG struggles at Paris, J9O was still pretty good. So having him underperform here, not ideal. NJR, the longest serving member of this DarkZero team, will get kill number 1. Fultz continuing in the exact same spot, Jesse. Inside the lobby, he'll take care of Benjamaster. Shiko, the only one able to muster anything for G2 in the first minute.
Yeah, tough. I think the information not quite all there for G2.
They've managed to push Stompin' out of his position. Alimau now still has some coverage, but there's nobody watching. Shiko takes care of Fultz. Carl will attempt again. J9O living on borrowed time. He has to be a little careful about the engagements he takes. Kino goes up. Can he shut Alimau down? Not in the nick of time. He does get the kill. Shiko trades it right back. The Frenchman looking for a 4K. He and Stompin' will fight for it, but it'll be a 4K for the Frenchman. G2 move to map point.
You can do it without top control, but importantly, they've got that pressure, right? The long angles up above.
Oh my goodness. Benjamaster had an idea of NJR's position, but he loses the duel. Not a single point of damage done to NJR. NJR moments ago had tossed a Valkyrie camera into that teller's portion of the map to try and gain information on Alimau. That allows one of these defenders to sit and wait, but they might have the information, but Alimau's outside the building. He and Shiko with 2 kills. DarkZero struck first, now trailing in numbers, and it will continue to get worse, Jesse. J90 with a desperation kill. He and Fultz will need to clutch out this round, or it's curtains on the very first game here in the Swiss bracket for DZ. G2 hoping to start their day up 1-0. They've got to find 2 more. Fultz has excelled in the second half of the map. J90 has had a bit of a tough go of it. Fultz has his hands full. Looking for something as defuse kit goes down. J90 will now join him inside of open area, but they have seeded that staff break room portion of the map. They might be trapped in this spot, and I gotta like G2's chances when it comes to long-range engagements. Shaiko's just so damn good. He seals the deal, and G2 will take the map.
Does it ever get boring, Shaiko, of being the best player?
G2 take down DarkZero to start round 1 of the Swiss here in Phase 2. Doki, it's no secret that you and DarkZero are both heavily favored to win Salt Lake City. I think that's been a lot of the conversation. You've taken down a big opponent here. It's a big deal so far.
Okay. I wouldn't say DarkZero were the favourites to win the tournament, in my opinion. I think it was one of the easier games for us to open up the tournament with, so I was happy we weren't put up against a stronger opponent. Ramalio's laughing at me. He thinks I'm incorrect. But yeah, it was a good match, good prep done by the coaches, and Benjamaster, he was on their team before, so he has all their infos.
Yeah, you had a little bit of opposing knowledge there. We also saw an unusual, a defensive-sided bank almost, not what we are typically used to seeing. What was different about this matchup?
I think like with some of the bands, like Monty Band, pardon me, like Monty Band, it's pretty difficult sometimes, the attack. But the hard breachers are open, so yeah, I mean, should have got more attacks, I guess, by DZ, but I mean, we're just peeking everything and killing everybody, so what can you do?
Awesome. Thanks, Doki. G2 with a great start to the Swiss.